You gonna let me talk, or you just want to interrupt me the entire time, ma'am? Do you want to let me talk or not?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's story was submitted by Brittany, who on the 10th of May in 2019 was traveling eastbound with her husband Charles on Malvern Road in Garland, Arkansas. The vehicle in front of them was an Arkansas State Police cruiser being driven by Trooper Ryan Wingo. The crash report narrative alleges that Trooper Wingo observed a vehicle traveling above the posted speed limit heading westbound, and the trooper did a U-turn to conduct a traffic stop. What the narrative fails to include is that Trooper Wingo had not turned on his lights and sirens and made the U-turn from the left lane, instead of moving the cruiser out of traffic and performing the U-turn from the center left turn lane. The trooper's illegal maneuver caused multiple vehicles to slow down, including Charles and Brittany. Charles honked at the trooper, causing Wingo to abandon his pursuit of the speeding vehicle. Now, with his emergency lights and tones activated, the trooper made a second U-turn to chase down Charles and Brittany for honking at him. Observing the trooper returning to them, Charles and a passenger van behind him pulled to the right and slowed down, as is required by law when an emergency vehicle approaches from the rear. Trooper Wingo sped towards their vehicle, but failed to stop in time, locked up his brakes, and crashed into the rear of Charles and Brittany's vehicle. They all pulled into a nearby lot, and Trooper Wingo approaches, demanding the IDs of both Charlie and Brittany. They initially argue over identifying Brittany, as she is the passenger, and at this point is only the victim to Trooper Wingo's recklessness. Charles then argues that he would rather give his information to the trooper's supervisor, who would have been dispatched to an officer-involved accident. The argument escalated, and choice words were exchanged between the two, and instead of waiting for his supervisor to come investigate the accident he just caused, Trooper Wingo opens the car door and pulls Charles out. It is at this point that Brittany starts recording.
Stand up. Stand up.
This is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Ma'am, there was no need for cussing me out. Until he can calm down and act like an adult, he's going to sit back in the car.
Let me explain to you. My husband has severe PTSD. Severe. He's a 100% disabled veteran. And that's why I'm here.
You going to talk to me? You going to let me talk, or you just want to interrupt me the entire time, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Until he can calm down and act like a human being and stop cussing me out for no reason, so I'm trying to explain to him what happened. But he doesn't want to let me talk, okay? So do you want to let me talk or not?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now.
Brittany ended the video to call her father, and so far, no dash cam or body cam has been released. A few minutes after Charles was cuffed and stuffed for honking and arguing with the man that crashed into his vehicle, a supervising officer arrives on scene and releases him. However, he was issued citations for following too closely and stopping on a highway, even though Trooper Wingo was initiating a traffic stop on his vehicle and was using his emergency lights as he approached. The narrative also claims the vehicle was in transport, not parked, further opposing the citation for stopping on a highway. If what Brittany alleges is true, it sounds as if Trooper Wingo was unable to control his adrenaline and ego when in the performance of his duties, conducted several illegal maneuvers on the highway, creating dangerous conditions for multiple other drivers, and caused an accident. Afterwards, he used the power of the state to retaliate against Charles, all for honking at a bad driver. Charles is a disabled veteran and suffers from PTSD, and this incident has further compounded his issues and distrust in authority. At the time, Charles and Brittany decided it was better for his mental health to pay the fines and move on, but in the light of the multitude of recent exposures of corrupt law enforcement officers and agencies, they've decided to tell their story and pursue civil action. I want to reiterate that all of this but the video is alleged, but it is mostly supported by the crash report that was filled out by a trooper that wasn't on scene and didn't witness anything. The report fails to mention the argument or detention of Charles and reports that the trooper was never tested for driving under the influence, as is standard operating procedure for nearly all departments in the US. Below, I will link Brittany's original videos, where she explains more of the story in her own words. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like me to review, email it, or send it in via Facebook Messenger. You can also view this and other content on my website. If you're new here, subscribe for future content. If you've been around for a while, remember to like, share, and comment down below of what you think of this interaction. Shirts and other goodies are available at the Teespring store linked below. Channel memberships start at just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel and get a slick lack logo next to your name. I'll see you in the next video. All links are down below.